Have you seen the ashtray? Who's there? Putin. Not? Well, yes. Without brains. Yes, I understand. Or with brains. Without? What without? Because he left us. Would he have had any brains if he hadn't left you? Also no. Because he started the war. Oh. Even conscripts understand politics better than someone. So, are you ready? Yes. Let's fly. How much was your salary? 2,500 rubles. An hour? Per month. But you could have earned 100,000 in 15 minutes, if you had written to me. Conscripts who serve and are located somewhere in the regions of the Kursk People's Republic, the Belgrade People's Republic. Right, you will earn tens of times more, if not hundreds, if you tell something interesting. Cool program. Yes. Okay, let's go. Are you 18 years old? Yes. What can we talk about? Shall we talk about politics? Do you understand? No. How many presidents have you had? Don't know. Do you know the population of your country? The population of our country? I don't know either. And mine? I don't know either. Dollar to ruble exchange rate. It was $1.90 or something, last time I saw. Understandable. Okay, good. Wife, kids, ships. Yes, you have a wife. Yes. Do you have a wife? Children? Yes. No need to go into such detail. How old is he? 4 years. You? 18. And him? 4. For this case, I have a second phone. This is what I call exclusive content for social networks. How was it? You're 14 years old. And did she rape you? It was all by mutual consent. What class or year were you in? At school. In class? Grade probably 8. 8th grade. She's from your school too, right? No. Where did you find her? We met on the internet. And what? There is a website. And further, I'm just curious. You're 14, she is 16, made a baby. She did not have an abortion. How did it turn out there? We met through Leonardo da Vinci's website. Okay, let's go for a walk. We talked. There was a lot we had in common. Well, everything started spinning and whirling there. How much time passed from the moment you met to the moment of conception? About 7 months. Oh, not right away. You already met. When did she find out she was pregnant? What did you discuss among yourselves? I feel like I'm on some kind of show. This is where all these Malakovs and so on sit. How was it? How did she tell you? Well, there was no period. No, that's clear. Let's go and check it out. I'm like, well, let's go. Okay, we call a taxi. We went. She went to the office. I was sitting. That's it. That's how she turns out. I'm pregnant. That's it. I'm a young guy. In shock. Sat there as if I didn't understand what was going on at all. That's all. I told my father. He says that if you are ready, then you need to deal with the issue. And I say that I will not kill my child. I say that I would try my best to educate and give everything. What did mother say? The same as father. And her parents? At first they reacted negatively to this. They were outraged and didn't understand where we would get the money. But I told her that everything would be fine. I was working at the time, started with a car wash. Little by little, in small steps, began to move. And here it is, grew up to foreman construction of stores. Foreman of the reconstruction of the repair shops. Redesign, yes. Either some kind of store where you go and do everything turnkey. Finishing, plastering,
Yes.
design. How much income did you have? Maybe 110,000 per month. You have an awesome salary. Young people probably find it much easier to do this. How many people did you have under your command? People from 5 to 7. Well, everyone is clearly older than you. Well, yes. Sometimes my peers came to, well, this is our main friends. You could say yes, yes, yes. When did you get married? This means that the marriage is not officially registered. Yeah. Receives payment from the country. When for the child? Well, she is a single mother. No. We were all told to do this. Well, we did it our own way after all. This means that the child was born out of wedlock. Yeah. And it turns out I did it like an adoption. Yeah. What I said was like, this is my child. Like, you need to register anyway him on me. To which she agreed, and everything turned out like this. Where do you live? The city of Nizhny Tagil. No, do you mean with parents or separately? Separately. When did you move out from your parents' place? Okay, so it works out we lived with my father, with mine. Yeah. My father unfortunately died. Cause? I forgot what it's called. Well, what is it connected with? Well, his finger started to fester, and the doctors cut off the finger, in short, and the rot continued. What kind of disease is this? Well, it turns out that he suffered from diabetes, and my father was weak. Yeah. We were all standing there smoking a cigarette, and some ash fell on him, and since the immune system is weak, apparently an infection has set in. Yeah. And so, little by little, first a finger, then half a foot. Why didn't you treat it? This can be treated. They admitted him to the hospital. Couldn't do anything. And mother? Mother is alive, everything is fine. She is not sick. Understood. So, when were you called up for service for the army? For service? April 19, 2024. April 19, 2024. So it turns out it was just recently. Yes. 3 months ago. May, June, July, August. May, June, July, August. Yes, 4 months. Well, I wouldn't count from the beginning. I would count May, June, July, August. Yes. You received the summons and went. Was there any way to get out of it? No way. Have you tried it? I don't know what connections were needed there. How would I try to find out through my friends and their friends? They said it wasn't an option. Not an option. Understood. Where were you drafted and what happened next? They called up the draft in the city of Nizhny Tagil. Sent it, turns out, for distribution, where soldiers buy different parts. Who bought you? Air Defense of St. Petersburg. Air Defense of St. Petersburg. And you went to the Air Defense unit? Yes. What the KMB was? How many rounds were fired on the KMB? 6. 6. Well, this is really funny, I don't understand. Why? Because some have 6 bullets, some have 2 cartridges. Did you all shoot 6? Yes. Ah, well, because St. Petersburg is a rich city. Well, there are conscripts who fired only 2 bullets. How long did you serve in St. Petersburg? So, well, it turns out that months of KMB
in
has
St.
passed.
Petersburg.
Yes. Then with 20 KMB, 30 days or 45? We had 45. By the way, number is also constantly changing. For some reason I thought that everything should be the same for them. There are like 2 or 6 cartridges. Some KMB have 45 days, some have 49 days, some have 30. I don't understand what this depends on. Perhaps from the branch of the military, well, like you're a soldier. What was your position? Radio telephone reconnaissance operator. So you're a scout. Did they teach you? No. What kind of phone did you have? What do you mean? Well, you're a telephone operator. Did they even show it? No, they simply gave me the responsibility that I should know. Come on, come on. Have you learned it? By the way, I learned it. They forced me anyway. Come on, get on camera. Duties of a telephony scout. So, organize equipment and camouflage for the post. Check availability. Check the availability and serviceability of devices and communications equipment, alarms and surveillance. What else is there? I already forgot. You haven't learned your duties very well. It was only 3 months ago. Yeah, they just told me to study and pass. Study and pass, that's all. And they didn't show you the phone itself? No, they didn't show anything. Did they even show you what the post was? Well, how can I explain it? Stick, roof. Have you seen the post? Well, yes. Okay. Next. When did you leave St. Petersburg? Where did you go? Why did you leave? It turns out we were assigned to the border. Yeah. It turns out by batteries, I ended up in the first battery. Wait, when did they send you from St. Petersburg to Kursk, People's Republic? 21st June. Yes. We stayed there for 4 months. Yeah. We stood at the border. Well, it's not really close. Not close to the border. Yes, not close. And then? And that's all, and then they say that we were going in the direction of Suja. We were like, where to? They to the map. For what? You need to stand for like 10 days. Okay, let's go. What is a map? I don't know myself. That is, it turns out that the building was somehow large. I understood it is because there was a sign there, Russia and Ukraine. And so it turns out that we stood like this, and here is the sign. There is Ukraine, there is Russia. That is the road to Suja. This is how we would stand there. Write in the comments what map is, because I don't know. I'll at least tell him about a military secret. Don't you think that when you were explaining your duties, you revealed some kind of military secret? I don't think so. Why? Or don't care? You didn't tell the military secret, you got tense. As a result, on June 21st, you moved to some MAP on the border from 10 days until the beginning of July. No. We left St. Petersburg on June 21st. Yeah. We went to Kursk. We arrived in Kursk. We were met. That's it. It turns out they were taken to the batteries. Everyone, we've adapted. We just had a look around the area. And until July 21st, you were standing far from the border. Yes. Yeah. And on the 21st? And on the 31st. On the 31st. July 31st. That's it. They said you were going for 10 days. Okay, we're off. They didn't lie. When were you captured? The 6th. Oh, 6 days in captivity. The common knew something. It's clear. You're right there, you are standing at this map. What happens next? The artillery begins to work intensively. When? I'll tell you now. From the 2nd. Yes. The artillery begins to work intensively. Drones. How many of you were there at map? So, there were 2 of us and border guards. How many border guards were there? Maybe 6 people. About 6. Were there officers? I don't know for sure about this, I didn't find out. I asked who they were and they replied that they were border guards. Me, I understand. Well, you don't give a damn about the border guards. Yeah. The war started, what did you say? There were already arrivals on the 2nd. Well, yes. Did you have any wounded or dead? Where? Border guards? Sappers. It turns out there were sappers there too. The 2 of them were sent away. Conscripts or border guards? I won't lie, I don't remember. Yeah. And what, did they go? Everyone was just standing there and the drone dropped a projectile. And that was it. 2 dead? 1 dead, 2nd seriously wounded. Did you see it with your own eyes? Yeah. Cool. No. Why were they standing there? Why were they looking at our country? If you hadn't watched, the drone wouldn't have dropped it, right? That's also true. These sappers are looking at military secrets. What did you do with them? They were evacuated immediately. Yeah. It's clear. Have you tried to explain that you're conscripts and that you need to be removed from there? If they sent us there, it was as if they were in complete shock. And then when the artillery started shelling it all the time, they wrote that they would take us away from here. Yeah? Well, it's either this or I don't know what. Either the version or this. And to which they responded, we tried to take you away, the border guards didn't give it to me. Who answered? Ours turns out to be the most important one, Commander-in-Chief. Gerasimov or something? No, it turns out to be ours. Here he is, the Commander-in-Chief. Without a head, well, without brains. Our battery. I understand. Some officer of yours. Well, yes. Do you have his last name? I don't know. And what about title? I don't know either. Well, tell me the full name of your unit. So, 5th Anti-Aircraft Missile Brigade. Yeah. 2nd Division, 1st Battery. Yeah. What next? A platoon, or don't you have one? No, not at the border. Got it. What happened next? The 3rd, the 4th, the 5th? There were explosions all around all the time. I just sat there in shock, prayed that at least get out of their whole healthy. Return to family. Well, that's all. And then, that's how it all happened. And everyone left with a white flag. So, tell me in more details, how did it happen? Well, there were already a lot of dead there. Do you have it? Yes. How many? Well, you had 8 in total, as I understand it. Yes, then it works out, started from different directions to Titan. Mm-hmm. And that's it, and we were kind of left in the same room. And we went and sat and thought about what we were doing. How many people did you have? About 40 people. Yeah. It was in that video that your military commanders called fake. Here is that fake. In the video where they show you, did you have 2 or 3 white flags? 1, 2, 3, yes. I didn't see that, I just saw a video you were filmed from a copter as you walked along the road. This is one of that gang, were there officer there? And so the officer took the flag and left. Where did he get it? Well, there was just some kind of pillow lying there with a pillowcase. Tell people something simple on top. Map is something above and something underground. Just above the ground. The building is tall. Yeah. Probably 2 or 3 floors. Well, that's it, and it seems like the entire map has already been taken apart, left and right. Everyone are sitting in the same room. One officer says, we know this is the end. What was this officer's rank? A lieutenant, I think. Lieutenant. Yes. Do you know his call sign? No, well, just a lieutenant. The lieutenant was in charge of everyone there. He said that it was a mass grave. I didn't agree with him. Come on, wait, I need to write this down too. I'm not going to apologize for writing down the content in parallel, because there's simply not enough time, and there are also many of you here in prison. Yeah, that's why. Continuation of the story about the capture of 40 people simultaneously. You were on the map that was already almost taken apart, right? Yes. How many of you were there? About 30, 40 people. 30, 40. Who was the eldest there? Lieutenant. Lieutenant. What did he say? He said that this would be our mass grave. Half did not agree. Decided to do something. Well, one of the young lieutenants took the initiative, grabbed the stick, took the pillowcase of the pillow, went outside, and waved it at the flying drone to signal that we were surrendering and not to shoot. That's it, and little by little everyone started to come out. How many of your people met you? Oh, I don't know, man. 6, 7 maybe. At first a drone guided us. He coordinated our movements and led us in the right direction. That's it. Here he is flying, we followed him. So you 40 people went in a chain and just went like that? The shelling stopped? Yes. Got it. Then there are 40 people on you, 6 people came out from the side of the road. Yes. Yes, this is the video that everyone saw and all the Russian correspondents discussed and say that it was staged, that it wasn't real. Don't worry, it happened after all. 6 people captured, 40 people using one drone. Because there would be a mass grave. Well, basically I can say that this lieutenant saved you. Yes. Because in reality, as I understand it, the tank worked, the art worked, tanks, artillery, and it turns out the infantry was pressing. That is, you would have been killed. Well, either they killed you or that's it. Listen, how many wounded were there in that gang? A lot. Maybe 10 people. Yes, a lot. Just like that. And when you were there at this map, did you try to contact him, say something, and ask him to pick up you? Yes, of course. Of course. And what there? Silent there. It just silence. Didn't they just censor you? We just yelled into the radio for 2 hours. Help, urgent evacuation is needed, there are many wounded. Just silence. Well, that's it, and almost everyone there has already resigned themselves to it. Yeah. And so we decided to go out. Understood. Then they would have stayed there. I don't know how long we talked in terms of timing. Well, basically, what other interesting things can you tell? That's all in all. Didn't he see me before the war? Not before. Well, he has had a child since he was 14. That's why he probably has troubles. It was enough always. When was the last time you talked to your wife, to your mother? Probably on the 4th. What did you tell him? I told them it looked like the end. That he will die. Yes. But she told me to do everything to survive. Okay, got it, okay. Who is this? Mother. Did she cry? Certainly. And what about the wife? The same. Yeah. Well, we'll see. Will they talk to you now or not? What does the mother do for a living? Cook. Hello. My name is Dmitry. Do you know me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Your husband, Danila, right? Yeah. Is in captivity. You know?
No.
This is good or bad?
Don't know.
Well, what if the option is, say they're dead or in captivity? Because they wanted to kill them there.
Then that's good.
Right. Look, if you want to talk to him, my name is Dmitry. I'm a journalist from Ukraine. I'm taking an interview. Well, how is it an interview? I'm talking to your husband. If you want to talk to him, I need your consent to record and publish the conversation.
Agree.
The publication will be on our YouTube channel, where there are already more than 1,000 prisoners of war since the beginning of the war. Zolkin and I have published. Well, won't hold your phone. Are you serious? Stop. Wait, look at me. Look at me, don't cry, look at me. You don't say where you are and you don't say who you are being held captive with. Understood? Yes. Okay, let's go.
A little bit later.
How are you?
I'm holding on.
Don't cry, everything will be fine.
I'm right here with you.
That's it, wipe away your tears, let's talk. Can you share the details? I mean, talk about the map and other things. Briefly speaking, we said the artillery has done its job. The tanks started working. Well, that's it, and we were left in one room. And that's all. And there the guys say that our mass grave will be here. We had about 40 people there, I guess. 30, 40. And that's all. We disagreed with this. There was a young lieutenant there. So he took the initiative, came out, waved a white flag. Haven't you seen it yet?
No.
They show it on all the news there. That's like, it can be that we, the Russians, came out. There are really either 200 or something like this. So, here it is. That's how it is. Well, it seems like it's time to finish. Come on, I love you very much. Oh wait, I'll ask you something. Hello.
Hello.
Do you know what are the Ks?
No.
Russian Volunteer Corps. They are liberating Russia from this guy. From the Bloody King. So they spoke for him because I listened. How is it listed? What is his status?
Missing in action.
That's it, you've been found. What do you even say about war?
They seem to be saying so on the news, but nothing is clear.
Are you winning?
They don't say.
What do they say about Kursk, about the Kursk People's Republic?
They say it was bombed.
This is good. Once we drive the Russians out of there, we will restore everything. We know how to do this. I don't know what to ask because I don't know. Here, go ahead and finish this conversation. That's all. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Report everything to the military office. Yes, take this video from the channel and show that it is alive. Yes. What is the name of the channel? Apostol Dmitry. Apostol Dmitry. Apostol with a capital A. With a capital letter. Well, that's it. Come on, as always. I love you. Should we call Mother? If possible, then yes. You can. Okay, look, wait. Question from the critic because the critic collects videos. I asked him to write. What questions should I ask? Please like the criticism here. The critic is our moderator, installer, assembler, in short, everything in one. Why didn't you go to fight in Ukraine but stayed in Russia on the border? Have you ever had such thoughts? Go off to fight? Yes. No. It's logical, that's the question. I didn't read the questions. Did any of you ever think that Ukrainians could come and attack you like this? When were you sitting there? Well, have we thought about it? Yes. Did you think that maybe now? Yes. Oh, and what do you think? We thought they can come in and they can, like, kill us here. That's it. Do you think your presence with such combat training, 6 bullets, is justified? I didn't understand again. Well, you're a super trained fighter. Shot 6 bullets. You were probably there as a special forces soldier. What is your role? Here's what you could I don't know what they even wanted with our arrival there. I think everyone understands that they are of no use at the border. Well, yes. There is what probably the first fly and half of them pissed themselves, right? Yes. Yes? Were there any cases? Well, yes. It's clear. What do you think? Is the plan of our people who came in, what will happen next? You definitely discussed this. What are we going to do? So, what did we think? Seems like nothing. We thought more about what would happen next, how to get out of here, and not about what will happen next. Well, will ours go? We didn't talk about this either. Would you like them to reach Moscow? They killed this one. No, this is needed for the interview, right? Well, right, would you like to interview him? This is it. So, Critic, come on, ask more questions. The questions are difficult for someone who has been mobilized, because the questions are difficult even for me. Not a mobilized person, but a conscript. Even I don't know the whole truth. We call your mother, but judging by the conversation, she might be tired. Yes? I don't know, probably. Doesn't take it. It's just that her husband is there. Like, from unknown numbers, it's unlikely he'll take it. But I don't know if she read the voicemail. Voicemail delivered, but not read. Delivered 40 minutes ago, but not read. Let me call again. Is it possible to send a voice message through my wife so that she can call her? So that mom would pick up the phone via video. She may just not understand who is calling her. Because of this, she is afraid to take it. There will be a cut here. Here, tell her. Oh, there will be no trimming, briefly speaking. Yes, turn it on. Well, like, tell her to call her back. She's probably screwing someone right now. That you got in touch. Hello.
Hello?
Call mom on the phone. Tell her to go to WhatsApp and pick up the phone. Tell her I'm calling.
Yes, I call her, she doesn't pick up.
We'll try a couple more times. We'll try again in
Okay.
2-3 minutes. Come on.
Okay. Yes.
What were they even talking about there about the war? Where? Well, when you were there at MIP. Well, basically everyone was hoping for the end and to return to their families. Yeah. You see, I'm sitting here now thinking, and it's a stupid situation. He is essentially an air defense specialist. He shouldn't have been at the border at all in principle. What does this mean? That the Russian army, the near army, has major problems with personnel. If they take soldiers from conscription, this means that everything is set for them. This Ramzan, or whatever his name is, they're running around there recording their TikToks telling how violently they are, in short. Hello, Dino, I know you're watching too. They're making cuts for my videos for you, where I remember you. You should at least come here and there will be shooting somewhere. Because you're just filming everywhere, we're standing here valiantly guarding. But the way... Do you know what the Ahmad battalion saw? Have you heard about them? No. And who knows this? Ahmad? Yes. Well, yes, Chechens, right? Yes. Kadyrov's men. Yes. Well, yes, I heard. Well, I saw TikToks, yes. No, but they're at war. They should have been with you at the border. No, they weren't any. Haven't seen any. Ahmed, is this you? Yes, we asked the border guards. They say like they were standing in a court, like something started, like they kind of left. Ahmed, people here are saying, well, everyone is saying that you chickened it out and left. I'm not afraid to say it. Only critics swears later. So I suggest we make one more call. Yeah. Well, we won't sit around until yes, I understand. The wife will tell mother that you're alive back and forth. Well, plus she'll watch you on YouTube. Is YouTube not working for you anymore? YouTube is working. No longer. It has already been banned. Don't know. Since the liberation of the Kursk People Republic, your YouTube has been blocked. Oh, holy shit. Whoa, that's pretty cool, huh? Cool country. In short, it doesn't work. So, look, according to our tradition, I'll ask you this question. Are you an occupier? What is this? Who is this? Don't think about it. Everyone knows this meme about a question to prisoners of war. Here sits a prisoner of war from the Kursk People's Republic. Are you an occupier? I don't know what this is. He doesn't know what it is, so the map needs to be redone to make it more accurate. Traditionally, prisoners of war use a broken Samsung to contact their fellow countrymen if they want to. They have to go to war. You don't have to go to war to take with you if they want. Can I speak? Yes? Yes, you can speak. Guys, there is no need for war. That's all. Stay at home. With families. Alive, safe and sound. We don't need war. No need. That seems to be all. And how many people wet themselves? Literally wet yourself? Directly in the direct, but in what way? It seems like a couple of conscripts after shelling. And were there those who shit themselves? No. Well, I had to ask. That's it. Like, subscribe. Thank you all. If you want to smoke, smoke. Thank you. Can I have a lighter? Yes. In short, you didn't like it. Of course not. Were there those who wanted to fight? Of these 40 people? No. Like, no one wanted it. Well, at least I haven't heard. And no one suggested that everyone run away. No, well, of course, yes, there were thoughts of just leaving somehow. And what did they say about captivity? Nothing for captivity. Were there those who did not want to give up? Certainly. And you went anyway? Yes. These are just such men. And what did they say? Why didn't they want to be captured? I don't know, there's something in their heads apparently, like they didn't want it. Half of them are under 30 years old and they all seems to have gone voluntarily. Yeah. Like adults, as I understand it, the border guards didn't want it. Well, I don't know who is a border guard there, who is a contract soldier there. What kind of injury do you have? What's wrong with your arm? Burned from what? From the flare gun. It's clear. Right. Who will win? Peace. There is no such nonsense. The world does not take part in the conflict. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Well, yes. You wanted to take Kyiv in 3 days. Have you heard this phrase? No. It's no matter how much I delved into it, I never thought that I would end up like this. It's clear.